Hey, it's Natalie McNeil, creator of SheTakesOnTheWorld.com, and this is a new series that I'm doing called Dear Natalie, where I'm taking your burning questions about business and life. And if you want to write to me, you can at Dear Natalie at SheTakesOnTheWorld.com, and I might take one of your questions for an upcoming episode as well. And I wanted to do these episodes because I want to speak to you directly about challenges that you actually have in your business or your life right now, or questions that you have that I can help with. And I just wanted this to be a series that was not scripted at all, and just, me and you talking about some of these important things that you are going through. So I hope you like this series. And again, write to me at Dear Natalie at SheTakesOnTheWorld.com if you want one of your questions answered. This next question comes in from Megan, and the question is, Dear Natalie, I'm working on building my brand right now. I'm a health coach who helps millennial women have a better relationship with their bodies. I have a Facebook group and there are about 90 people in it right now. It's not quite going the way I wanted it to though. I want to be sharing resources and articles that people will get a lot of value out of, and people do like the articles that I share, but they're not talking and interacting with each other. What I really wanted to do was make this into a community, and I want people getting to know each other and me. Do you have any advice? Thank you, Megan. All right, so I want to tell you a little story here. Stick with me for a moment, it's going to make sense. When I was traveling through East Africa, there was something that I found so intriguing, and I was out in these smaller towns and sometimes rural villages, and one of the things that I was noticing in a few of these places was that in the evening, people would come together, usually around a television, and they were watching a show or they were watching a sporting event, and they were drinking bottles of Coca-Cola. And I'm actually not a fan of Coca-Cola, quite honestly. Don't do any type of soda or anything like that. But I found it so fascinating that there were a few different places that I was in where I saw this ritual taking place, where people were gathered around and they were sharing, they were in community, they were laughing and having fun together, and sometimes watching something on TV and drinking Coca-Cola. And I found this so fascinating, and I was really thinking about, like, why is this happening? And it really comes down to that feeling. It has become a ritual because they're having this drink that I actually talked to a few people about this, about why Coca-Cola, why are you doing this as your evening activity? And it came back to this feeling of just being in community, feeling connected to each other, liking Coca-Cola, feeling a connection to people outside of the community as well. There were all these feelings that went along with this gathering of community over a drink. And at first I thought it was a little strange, and then I really came to understand exactly what was going on there. And I bring this up just because everything that you do when you're building community, it really comes back to that feeling that you are creating. And I think that Coca-Cola is one of those brands that has done a really good job of creating a feeling around this product. So I want to ask you, what kind of feeling you're creating in this community? Do you want people to feel a sense of camaraderie? Do you want people to feel like you are their cheerleader? Do you want people to feel like they are not alone and that their challenges are shared with other people? Like, what is that feeling that you are creating? And review your content, review what you're posting in the group, and make sure that what you're posting is going to help people be led to that feeling that you want them to feel. And so much of building an audience is that feeling that you are creating. And this is something that I'm always thinking about inside of the Conquer Club group as well. How do we want people to feel? So with your audience, with your community, with the readers of your blog or your newsletter, think about how you want them to feel and let that guide your content and your strategy. And I hope that this serves you. If it does, like this video, subscribe, and be sure to come on over to shetakesontheworld.com because we've got so many more goodies and free downloads and resources for you. And I'd love to see you over there. And again, if you have a question that you want me to answer, write to me at dearnatalie@shetakesontheworld.com, and I'll see you in the next episode.